So Section 12J is an incentive that came out in 2009 to encourage high net worth individuals and companies to invest into smaller businesses. And in return, if an investor has a 45% tax bracket, if he invested 100 Rand into a company, he could claim back 45 Rand. So this would significantly reduce his risk in investing into a company here. In effect, you'd only be investing 55 Rand. So it's really great if he's investing into a startup, or you could potentially look at investing into solar panels on top of your factory or whatever it is, because obviously solar panels and renewable energy is quite a huge factor in South Africa at the moment. So it's just a really massive tax deduction, and it's off your entire taxable income. It can literally be applied to almost any asset besides immovable property, excluding hotels, bed and breakfast. It's almost endless to what you can use it for. We've got a whole lot of different case studies where we've done it with, hotels. We've done it with machinery within a company, where companies purchasing new machinery to actually even to export products into Africa, or whatever it is, and we can actually structure that within a Section 12J as a separate company. So the biggest growth in Section 12J funds is definitely in your solar panel industry. So how solar panels work is, what we can do is we'd actually set up a solar panel company that your company would invest into through a 12J fund into your solar panel company. And your solar panel company, there's an incentive where you can get 100% depreciation straight away. And using your a Section 12J allowance as well, it effectively will become a 200% tax deduction. So when you want to look at your return on investment for using a solar panel, this is one of the best ways to actually get a great return on investment. I mean, we literally, if you had invested 10 million Rand, your actual net cost of investment after 5 years is around the 3 million Rand mark. So that's one of the best case scenarios that we do see, and that's a very popular one. Especially another category very popular is also in your hotel self-service apartment industry, because if you're getting, let's say, even a 28% deduction if it's a company investing into it, it's almost like purchasing property 2 years ago. So those are some of the best case scenarios when it comes to this actual incentive, as well as your startups, just in mitigating your risk, because investing into any kind of startup is a very risky process, and by doing this, it really significantly reduces your risk. So that's one of the best kind of use cases that we do see. Our company specializes in government grants and incentives. So dealing with Africa, it's a whole new kind of ball game. But I mean, where we see it is obviously Mauritius is doing quite huge drives into incentives, whether it comes to research and development, or you'll see a lot of call centers, and their tax deductions almost following like a Dubai type model. And we also look at Kenya. They seem to be quite a very innovative country. Kenya and Nigeria, they seem to be the ones where there's a lot of growth and government are getting really involved into it. Those are kind of the countries that we are looking at. Otherwise, it would be the Ethiopia, where there's large populations. But when it comes to innovation, it's got to be South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria.